just going to get right into the video. Here I'm just showing you what you need to complete this look. It's not much, but the first thing you want to do is part your hair into small box braids. Depending on how many locks you want, that's how many braids you should do. I had about 60 locks, and I wanted them to look full, so that's why I wanted that many. And the next thing you're going to do is take 2 pieces of your Freetress braiding hair and water wave and just separate them until they're like fluffed out. Okay, so I do not know why it was taking me so long to get the first one untangled, but yeah, after you do that, you just want to take your crochet hook and stick it through one of your braids open, because I tried close, bro, I did not know what I was doing. This is my first time ever doing these butterfly locks, so just bear with me. But yeah, I'm gonna show you right here. So I'm doing this little dance, it's like nah. But I was just showing you how I untangled the little crochet curls, not crochet curls, the butterfly lock curls. And then I'm gonna show you what I did with the crochet needle. Okay, so here I'm just sticking the needle open through the braid. And then you want to place the hair in the hook and then close the hook down so the hair will stay, because like I said, this is my first time and I was having a little bit of trouble and it was doing a little too much, but once you get it in there, it will stay if you close the hook. Okay, so once you have the hair on the hook, you want to close the latch at the top and then begin to pull the hair through the braid. As you can see here, I was having a little trouble, like I said before, but yeah, I just fixed it after this. It wasn't that hard to fix. You just put it back through. People, sometimes they pull their braid through this loop right here, but I decided to pull the whole side of the hair out. It's better. Well, it was easier for me to do it that way. And then you want to pull the braid with one side and then start wrapping at the top. I wrapped at the root about 3 or 4 times because I like mine tight and I wanted them to last, so I would wrap it at least 3, maybe 5 times if you want it too tight. But yeah, just wrap it, and it's so simple. You just keep wrapping until you want to start distressing. I probably distressed probably at 2 inches down. I started distressing, and to distress for these locks, you can like loosen up your grip. You see it here, I was trying the thumb method. I've seen it in another video on YouTube, and you wrap the hair around your thumb and then pull your thumb from under to get like a little distressed look, a little sloppy look, but sloppy but cute. And you see it was causing a little knot right there, but it was cute, so I continued to go down. And here I'm just pulling little hairs so it can be a little more distressed. You can pull it out, cut it out, whatever. It's not really up to you. I was trying a few different methods because, like I said, this is my first time ever doing this style, and I was just experimenting. And I decided to record because, honestly, I really needed some content for my channel. So, yeah. But, yeah, I'm just wrapping the hair down. You see how I pull the piece out with my thumb? That's what you want to do to get the, like, distressed look. This one wasn't too distressed, but later on in the video, you'll see some more way better distress. See? And I left that little cute little knot piece. Okay, so once you come to the end, you want to just make sure they're all the same, around the same length. You see, some of mine were a little long, some of them were a little short, but they were all the same, about average length, I would say. And when you get to the bottom, you flip the hair up around your finger and then start wrapping back up. I'll show you again in another clip how I did the end piece, but you want to just flip it up and then start wrapping back up towards the top. And it's a lot easier to distress at this point because pieces are already sticking out, and it's a little more, I guess a little more curly, so it's easier to do with the method. And you're just gonna see here that I'm just wrapping it back up until I run out of hair. And you can leave curls out if you want. Some people like to leave curls out. I think I left a curl out right here. I don't know, we're gonna see, but yeah. So yeah, that is the lock. It's pretty simple. I'm telling you, it's so simple. You guys can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. It's very simple. kind of shorter than the rest. At the end, I went back and made it longer. I don't think I recorded a video of doing that, but yeah. Okay, so at this point, I realized like what worked for me and what didn't. So then I started flying through this style, but overall, this took me 8 hours. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. This was my first time, so it was a lot of trials and errors. I didn't really post the errors because it was just way too much errors. But this is what worked for me. After I separated the two, like I said before, you put it through the hook, you pull it through. But once I started moving up towards the top of my head, I kind of made one side shorter and then one side longer after I pulled it through, because I would try to measure it to the length of the other locks so they would all be one length, because I found myself adding hair on after the locks were finished and I was not about to keep adding hair. So I was like, yo, something has to give. But I'm gonna show you what I did here. Bro, once again, my freaking hook broke. It broke like 10 times throughout this whole style. It was getting real annoying, but I didn't feel like finding the super glue, so I just kept putting it back. But I'm gonna show you here what I mean by making one side longer than the other when you pull the hair through. Okay, so you see me pulling one side to make it like the length of the locks, and I just backed up in the camera so you can see, and I took the longest side and wrapped it so I can have more hair for wrapping, because they were getting longer as I was going up my head, because I got a big head if you can't tell through this video. But I just needed more hair to wrap and less for the braid, and that's what I'm showing you here. And we're just going to continue wrapping until it's done. And you can do the thumb method, you can do like the pull and go method for the distressed look. Anything really works for the distressed looks. Just like I would say, loosen up your grip is the easiest way to do it. But if you do your grip too loose, you're gonna find yourself having these locks come out within like a few days. So I would rather do the thumb method. It's kind of hard at first, but you'll get used to it. Once you do like 3 or 4 locks, you'll figure out what works for you.
It's not a game, it's a rage thing.
Okay, so as you can see here, I started to run out of the hair I had started with. So I just finished that little piece off, and I measured to make sure to see where the lock needed to end, and I flipped it up around my finger. See, around my finger, and I just started twisting back up to the top. And this really worked. I found myself using this method a lot throughout this process because I kept running out of hair because they were getting longer at the top. And you see here, it came out a little bit loose, so I just went right back down and wrapped tight until it was like good, where I knew it wasn't gonna come out. And I just finished that little piece off, and that was really it. Okay, so here I'm just showing you how to add a piece of hair in. You just want to like wrap a loop around the area where you want to add the hair in. Some I just added for like more distressed look, or some I added if the bottoms weren't as tight as I like them. And I just took like a little piece of another curl. I didn't take the whole curl, like very small piece. And you just wrap until you get the tightness or the distressedness of your liking. And that's what I'm just showing here. Like, you don't have to do this step. I just did it if they were too short or if I just wanted them a little bit more distressed. But yeah. Okay, so here I'm adding a piece of braiding hair in to make the lock longer because I was running out of curly hair to use. for the locks, and I was not about to go to the store. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and next day was Labor Day, and I'm like, bro, something gotta give. So I decided to use braiding here and make the lock thicker, so then I can use less hair to wrap it, and then we can still look the same as the others. So I'm just showing you, I braided my hair down all the way until I got to the length of the other box braids, and then I just started wrapping per usual. Okay, as you can see here, I ran out of hair before I got to the bottom of the lock, but I only came into this problem with the locks that were at the top of my head because they were longer than the other ones. But I just found some extra hair and I just wrapped it around. You don't need a lot because, like I said, the thickness was already thick, so I just needed to cover the braid. So you just need a little piece and just wrap until everything is not showing and the only thing you can see is the lock. But that's what I'm just doing here. I'm finishing the look. I said the look. I meant the lock. I'm finishing the lock, and then I'm just going to wrap it around my finger and bring it back up to secure it in place. Okay, as you can tell, I just finished my butterfly locks. They came out pretty good. I'm so proud of myself for the first time. I'm not gonna lie, these took all day. Like, I did the parting yesterday, so that was that, but I started probably 12 o'clock today. It is now 8:30, and I just finished. Yeah, I did stop for like 2, 3 breaks, but that's still all day. But yeah, they came out really good. I hope this video helps you guys to do it yourself. You can see that I ran out of hair in some areas. Well, you can't see hair, but you can see like I ran out of hair. So that's why I added the braiding here to make it thicker without adding more of this because, sorry, my stepdad's yelling. But I didn't have any more of the curly hair. And the hair store's closed and I was not waiting for somehow to finish. I was like, we gotta make it work with what we got. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I can answer anything. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.